Na 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. You ever know those times where you say something and it's probably gonna bite you later, like somehow the driver will stumble across this and then look at you funny? And he's like, yeah, I know you and I know you said bad stuff about me. That's what I'm doing right now, at least part of it. This is a review of Ryan Hunter Reay's 2021 final ride with Andretti Autosport and DHL. And it's a shame too because this car actually looks good. God, whenever you talk about DHL, I always think of the Penske Porsche RS Spiders, but then this one comes to mind second. But anyways, this is Andretti Autosport, his final ride with them. So let's go ahead and dive into the review. So, on the nose, we got DHL, like we always do. Andretti Autosport, but the decal is a little bit misplaced. Dallara, Genesis, AutoNation, Napa Auto Parts, Gamebridge, and if you didn't know, this car was sponsored by DHL because there is like 5 DHL logos right on the front of this car. NTT IndyCar Series, DHL, number 28, DHL. And then one feature that some of the other Andretti cars do not have is they got 2 little AutoNations there on the shock cover. So, well, if you're facing the right way, then it's the right one. Is clear. The left one, not so much. And then we got Siemens on the mirrors, and then Firestone. And then we got Racing for Cancer down there. Better, well, actually, no. Not better job. There. That line is still not accurately matched. And actually, if you look, the paint match is pretty awful. And that's like an ongoing theme through this car. The paint match between certain parts is just downright terrible. We got the kind of standard Andretti design here. Obviously, this is on Andretti's new corporate livery for the year, which looks fantastic. You can see the... Oh, don't tell me that something... The tires started moving on me, so I thought it was about to pop off or something, which wouldn't surprise me, honestly, with green light. You can see this car looks a lot more plain than some of the other Andretti Autosport cars. I don't know if DHL, invested in smaller logos and they don't want one big DHL logo on the engine cover. I don't know. DHL 2 more times on the aero screen, and luckily this time you can't really see the decal transition on the aero screen, which is nice that finally you find a color that doesn't show it. Anyways, we got Honda, NTT IndyCar Series, 2 more DHL logos, as well as the Andretti Autosport logo. And then, of course, PPG, AutoNation, which I wish we'd see like an AutoNation number 28. That'd be cool. DHL here on the side pod, and then we got Check It for Andretti. I think I made enough, insertion jokes in the Oh, hello. Yeah, this is actually loose. Good. Dang it, green light, you frickin'... Anyways, we got Dickinson Fleet Services, HPD, Stratasys, and NTT P1 Pull Award, as well as Capstone, BSAF, and Sherwin-Williams paints in there. My biggest gripe, and it doesn't really show it well on camera for whatever reason, but there's a severe underspray on the engine cover, and you can see some of the primer, well, maybe primer. You can see some of the undercoating kind of showing through, the darker undercoating for this car, and it has a more darker yellow than the rest of the car, which is unfortunate. The engine, or the roll hoop, excuse me, has the same issue as it is part of the same thing. On the fin, we get this overspray issue with the red where it kind of bleeds out into the yellow a little bit. You can see there. So not very crisp lines there, unfortunately, from Greenlight. We got the standard Firestone Firehawk tires with printing on both sides. Again, being an Andretti Autosport car, it has the number 28 down here on the rear wing, which it should not have technically, but it is there. And then we also got DHL on the rear wing. Standard back end. Nice. This side, I also forgot to cover the flicks. We got DHL and AutoNation on each flick. And then also, of course, every IndyCar is powered by Speedway fuel, because I didn't even know Speedway made an octane that high, but apparently they do. And then we got Ryan Hunter Reay right there on under the roll hoop, or the aero screen mounts to the roll hoop. And then you can see some more of that underspray issue there by the Racing for Cancer. It's a little bit difficult to see on camera, but it's very much noticeable here in person. And then I also am trying not to break that front tire off because that's actually concerning me. Is it that the part is just not hooked in right? Or is it actually, no, it's just not hooked in right. Greenlight quality control sucks this year, guys. It really does. But this was the last one of the Andretti Auto Sport cars that I got this year. And there's for a good reason. I mean, this car really hasn't changed all that much. You know, there's nothing that's been super interesting about this car. I mean, it's not like it's done anything in the series to make me say, ooh, I want this. Because, you know, we all look at the Alexander Rossi car because he won a rookie 500 and he's still, you know, he's going through his struggles, and you buy his merch just because you feel bad for him, or Colton Herta because he's freaking Colton Herta. I still knew he was going to crash in Nashville, by the way. This car really doesn't do anything. I mean, besides fill Michael Andretti's pocketbook up until DHL gets sick of their car not being on TV for winning races, but instead screwing him up as a back marker. Oops, I just broke the fourth wall. Apparently, I'm not supposed to do that. But since this is my video and I have a captive audience, I can say and do what I want. I like that prospect. But yeah, ultimately, I mean, not many people are going to buy this car. I don't think so. Some people will. The diehard fans and collectors will, of course, and they'll try to sell it at a memorabilia show in 10 years for what they originally got it for, realizing it's worth as much now as a Danica car. But that's just me. But anyways, that's really it for this review, guys. Great looking livery, not so great looking driver for his future prospects, at least. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it, and we will see you in the next video. Peace out.